When it comes to picking a solid late-game ranged weapon in Terraria, you're left with many great options. Do you farm the Odd One's army to death for the aerial bane, kill a giant pigfish for the tsunami, or play it safe with the tac shotgun? And while these are all great options, whatever you choose, I guarantee it doesn't dish out anywhere near the same damage or look quite as impressive as today's weapon pick. Of course, I'm talking about the Eventide. Not only is this one of the best bows in the game, but it has one of the most uniquely beautiful firing styles I've ever seen. The question is, how does it compete against its arch rival the tsunami, and is it really worth the grind? Before we jump into this though, if you enjoy these weapon reviews, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, as it can truly help out the channel. Alright then, let me show you how to get this thing. As you'd probably guess by this weapon's kaleidoscope of colour, it is in fact an Empress of Light drop. Now, for many of you, fighting this thing post-Plantera is a big no-no. However, I'm going to try my best to show you the ways I would go about it. Of course, you're first going to want to get hold of the Empress's summoning item, which has a chance of spawning between 7:30 PM and midnight in your surface hollow. These are usually quite abundant and can be caught in a bug net to save for later. When you are ready though, all you've got to do is kill one and the boss fight will begin. When it comes to the fight itself, I'd highly recommend superior mobility over anything else. For example, the cute fish run mount when it's raining provides more than enough speed to keep clear of her attacks. Also, due to the erratic movement of this fight, I'd highly recommend using a homing weapon such as the tactical shotgun with chlorophyte bullets, as although you can use something that provides more single target DPS, like the stake launcher, the amount of shots you'll most likely miss will result in a longer fight overall. When she's down, grab that treasure bag, and upon opening it, you'll have a 25% chance of getting the Eventide. Fingers crossed you'll get it first time. Okay, let's take a look at what it can do. The Eventide is a proper fun one, firing 5 Rainbow Twilight Lance projectiles when using wooden arrows. These projectiles travel extremely quickly, and one of the lances will deal double the base damage. On a single target, the performance is extremely similar to the tsunami, at least when using wooden arrows. However, a massive bonus the Eventide has is its ability to pierce up to 4 enemies. This causes the DPS to skyrocket against groups, leaving the tsunami in the dust. Of course though, this isn't the case closed, as holy arrows do fortunately exist. Basically, if you want to get the most out of both these bows on single targets, I'd highly recommend using this ammunition. As you can see though, although it's much closer, the Eventide still dominates in DPS. Okay, let's now take a look if the same is true for the real thing. As expected, the Eventide utterly destroys the tsunami when it comes to lines of enemies, even with holy arrows. And against tanky single targets, the Eventide's higher raw DPS is fully on sure, taking them down at more than twice the speed of the tsunami with the same ammunition. So now we know this, let's see how they both do against bosses. Good old Golem goes down hilariously fast against both, but I have to declare, the Eventide is the winner here, as it is ever so slightly faster. So I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear which one's going to be taking you further into the game. Even the Cultist doesn't really stand a chance against this thing, dealing heaps of damage with every shot, taking it down before even had a chance to do a single illusion attack. And naturally, a weapon with so much crowd controlling abilities is always going to be fantastic against the pillars, being a great option for that final push of the game. And speaking of final push, let's see what it's like against the Moonlord. Like most pre-pillar weapons, while it can do the job, there are so many better options at this stage of the game. But if you want to go the whole way with this thing, there's nothing stopping you, as its damage delivery is just insane. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Eventide. Is its performance worth fighting the Empress of Light for, or just another post-Plantera drop to forget about? This has been sockrteez, and I'll see you in the next one.